time, please join me in welcoming the new DCW Alabama Heavyweight Champion, who is also your DCW Heavyweight Champion, Andy V10 Hansen.
What a huge way to kick off a new era of synergy at the Bullet on the Bayou. From the Bullet Bob Armstrong Memorial Arena, I'm Spencer Hunt alongside Landon Corbin. And that's right, Andy V10 Hansen has some new hardware as he makes his way out into the Bullet here on the Bayou, the brand new Alabama Heavyweight Champion. Call him V10 Two Belts. And man, Andy V10 Hansen, already our DCW Heavyweight Champion. He looks pretty great with that new belt strapped around his shoulder. Well, and he earned it, right? I know that that's a championship that means a lot to Andy Hansen, but it came with 20 men in a Rumble match. Let's hear from the new champ now.
I see that you are very well adorned with both the DCW Heavyweight Championship and your newly acquired Alabama Heavyweight Championship. So I have to ask, not only what is it like to be the inaugural Alabama champion, but what does it mean to you to be the inaugural Alabama champion who himself is from Talladega, Alabama?
When I first met Scott Armstrong and joined the Diamond Championship Wrestling roster, there was a guy from New York and there was a guy from Florida, and those were the top two guys in the company. I knew that I wanted to be one of the top guys in this company, and I wanted to represent the South, and I wanted to represent Alabama. And it means so much to me that I won the 20-man Battle Royal and got to achieve one of my long-time career goals and become the Alabama Heavyweight Champion, because I want to represent each and every one of you blue-collar, hard-working people, because you guys gave me the fuel to get fired up!
Andy, I couldn't help you but notice that you mentioned two individuals, one from New York and one from Florida, and I think we all know who you might have alluded to. There's a buzz about the locker room that Crusher Catrell, the individual I think you mentioned from Florida, maybe doesn't feel the same way that you do. And word is he is gunning for that Alabama Heavyweight Championship. Your thoughts?
Crusher Catrell, I respect him. He's got a lot of potential as a young man who could become a star. But ever since I joined the roster, he's been manipulating people. He's been a real sore in my side. But you know what? It was a storybook ending to that Battle Royal. It really was, because it was me and Crusher as the final two. And it made me so happy to eliminate the loudest mouth in the state of Alabama.
Crusher Catrell may have heard enough from Andy V10 Hansen. And look at this stare down. Andy Hansen alluded to the history between himself and Crusher Catrell, but Crusher Catrell is here at the Bullet on the Bayou because he knows Andy Hansen has something he wants.
Andy, man, do I have a lot to say to you. You know, when you first joined the roster here in DCW, honestly, I really didn't have that big of a problem with you. I mean, sure, we saw things differently, we conducted our business differently, but we coexisted. But then something changed. And I know exactly what it was. You see, you became jealous of me. You realized just how much better I am than you. You realized that I'm better than you could ever be, and you were jealous that your best friend saw it too. Your best friend decided that I was a better mentor than you. You know, I understand that hurts. That hurts you. But the faster that you accept the truth that I'm better than you will ever be, the better off you are as a man. Because Andy, you don't understand what I am capable of doing to you in this ring. You see, we've had 2 matches on DCW Synergy, and 2 times I've left you laying right here on this mat, staring up at these very lights. The next time that I get you in the middle of this ring for that Alabama Heavyweight Championship, I will beat you to a pulp. When I'm done with you, you will no longer be the...
Mr. Storm, thank you. Crusher Catrell, if I remember correctly, you left the Battle Royal with a bloody nose. And I'm pretty sure I was the one that gave it to you. So if you want to get another one, why don't you step in this ring right now?
Uh-oh, this thing might be happening right now, Landon.
He's going to get out of hand real fast. Look at this.
Crusher using that top rope, and in comes Catrell going for that NFG clothesline. And just the moment it looked like Andy V10 Hansen might have been getting that spear and getting the upper hand, Crusher Catrell's getting out of dodge.
Crusher Catrell looking to start a fight, but he takes the coward's way out from Andy V10 Hansen tonight.
Andy Hansen calling Catrell the loudest mouth in DCW. We're going to hear more from both of these men later tonight as we come back on Synergy.
Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Saying yes can be hard with severe asthma, but you can say
yes
to fewer asthma attacks. Tezspire is an add-on maintenance treatment for people aged 12 and older with severe asthma or inadequately controlled chronic rhinosinusitis with nasal polyps. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Tezspire is proven to help prevent asthma attacks and relieve symptoms.
Are you sure?
yes.
For those with nasal polyps, it's proven to help shrink polyps and reduce nasal congestion.
Yes, chef.
Serious allergic reactions like anaphylaxis may occur. Call your doctor or get emergency care if you have rash, hives, breathing problems, red, swollen, or itchy eyes, swelling of face, mouth, or tongue, fainting, dizziness, or lightheadedness. Talk to your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, if your asthma worsens, or before stopping other medicines. Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat, flu, and cold symptoms, upper respiratory infections, nosebleeds, injection site reactions, joint or back pain may occur. Say yes. Ask your doctor about Tezspire.
We've refreshed Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh with more flavor and a new look. Introducing the Deli Fresh Guarantee. Taste it, love it, or it's on us.
We want to welcome you back to Synergy, and please do not mistake this. That is the Playboy Brian Baudelaire, but he is not the DCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. He stole that championship belt from wildcard Ace Lee in our very first event here at the Bullet on the Bayou.
Now.
And I don't think that makes you champion.
Cut my
Landon.
music.
Good luck convincing him.
Did I not tell you people? 2 weeks ago, I was walking into Pay the Piper, and I was walking out with the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Well, technically, he's a man of his word, Spencer.
Everything comes easy to me, baby. The money, the women, and most importantly, this championship did. But that's okay. You guys are in for a treat tonight. You guys are really in for a treat. I think tonight we celebrate Brian. What do you think about that, yeah? Yeah, I know you think it. But that's okay. We're gonna do it big tonight, baby. Cause Brian always does it big. So tonight, I got this fur coat on, I got my championship, and most importantly, I got some fine bottle girls coming out right now. So bottle girls.
I don't think that's what Brian Baudelaire had in mind. Here comes the actual DCW Junior Heavyweight Champion. Ace Lee is in the bullet.
He looks ready for a fight, Spencer. Ace Lee wants to get back what is rightfully his.
And this stare down, I mean, more than a war of words between these two men. Uh-oh. I think Baudelaire may have just realized his mistake. Ace Lee.
They're going for it.
They're going after that Junior Heavyweight Championship, back and forth.
Wildcard's got some leverage here. Oh my God.
But Baudelaire just used the championship to pull Ace Lee into the ring post.
Absolutely despicable by Baudelaire. Ace Lee just trying to come back and reclaim that championship that's rightfully his.
Well, and now we've got an official. Are we going to see a one-on-one matchup between these two?
Only way to settle your differences here in the bullet.
Our official fairly there, checking to make sure Ace Lee is good to go after running into that ring post. But it looks like we're underway. Brian Baudelaire versus Ace Lee. And Landon, I'm not really sure if this is a championship match or not. I guess it doesn't matter since physically they've been tug-of-warring with the belt.
Listen, possession's 9/10 of the law. Man who walks out of this is walking out carrying that championship back to the back of him, and it looks like Ace Lee's got that feeling back in that right arm, and he's going to work on Brian Baudelaire.
Listen, Baudelaire says everything comes easy to him. If that's true, then beating a man like Ace Lee would be easy. But it's proven to be a very, very big challenge. We know it's been one of our favorite things on Synergy and in Diamond Championship Wrestling, the rise of Ace Lee. It's been so, so impressive, and Baudelaire, despite his accolades, has he got the shoulders down here on Lee in the early going, but a kick out there. Baudelaire hasn't been able to figure out Ace Lee.
Yeah, he's going to find out real quick. It's not going to be easy getting a win against the actual junior heavyweight champion, Ace Lee.
Lee comes off the ropes there, drops the knee across the face of Brian Baudelaire. It's going to be tough to get those bottle girls there with you know, a broken nose perhaps. But a jawbreaker there from Baudelaire gets him back on his feet. Landon, what do you make of this attitude from Baudelaire? He thinks he's better than everyone else in the Diamond Mine, and look at that, Lee, springboard reverse elbow off the middle rope, and that got the DCW fans on their feet, but a kick out there.
And that's exactly what you can expect from our junior heavyweight champion. The wild card is fast-paced. He can hit you out of nowhere, and look at this, what he's got, trying to take the breath right out of the lungs.
It's about the only time we've ever seen Baudelaire shut up.
Well, I'm thankful for that one. But to answer your question, Spencer, I mean, you're right. This is this laissez-faire attitude that the Playboy brings to Diamond Championship Wrestling. He likes to take things easy. But it's the absolute antithesis to Ace Lee. Ace Lee takes pride in hard work. That's how he made his way to the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
They are absolute opposites. Brian Baudelaire just used that middle rope to switch this matchup back in his favor, and it looks like he's targeting that left arm and shoulder of Ace Lee now in this matchup.
That's exactly what happened here on the outside as they were playing tug of war for that championship belt.
Right.
Brought the wild card into the post, and he's been working that arm ever since, Spencer.
But I think you're absolutely right, Landon. The hard-working Ace Lee, so different. When Brian Baudelaire talks about things coming easy to him, he also means he wants the work to be easy. But he's got his hands full right now against the wild card, and it just looked like Lee was going to get that sleeper back in, but that arm gave out. Very, very smart work. As much as you hate to say it, Brian Baudelaire, very smart targeting that left shoulder of Ace Lee.
Yeah, it's as if Brian Baudelaire has walked into this match in some sort of a handicap advantage before the bell ever rang. You know, Brian Baudelaire, he's so focused on fame and fortune and as much of that attention that he can squeeze out of pro wrestling.
Cover and kick out at 2 from Lee.
He doesn't care about sportsmanship. I don't even know that he cares that much about being called a champion. He just likes the attention that comes with it.
Man, that was nasty. Driving that elbow into that shoulder of Ace Lee. The attention is on Brian Baudelaire right now, Landon.
Yeah, doing more damage to that joint.
Things are looking good for the Playboy in this thing. Ace Lee's going to have to find a way to get off the mat and back into this thing.
Yeah, I mean, Ace Lee, we know he's a trained mat wrestler, gets the shoulder up on that occasion. But these strikes raining down from Baudelaire just a second ago, this is taking Ace Lee a little bit outside of his comfort zone.
Well, we know Ace Lee likes the pace to be quick. Ace Lee likes to be a high flyer, high risk. But like this, it's not the style he's used to. But that doesn't mean he can't capitalize and turn things around. The big backstabber on Brian Baudelaire may be the separation the junior heavyweight champion needs.
Making his way to his feet right now. Can he keep this pace up? Walk out of here with his championship. Brian trying to go back to the striking game. Ace Lee meets him in the center of the ring. Right hands.
Back and forth these two men go. Both want to walk out with the junior heavyweight championship. Beautiful.
Ace Lee leaves his feet and meets the temple of Brian Baudelaire. And listen to the fans here in the Bullet in the Bayou.
Couple of rights from Lee. Quick moves. Wait, holds up. Very smart. Baudelaire got the arms up to block the punch. Wasn't ready for the step up enziguri. Shoulders are down, and Ace Lee nearly got the win there. Lee is back into this thing.
He's trying to set up in perfect position here. If he can hit this one's all over, Spencer. How many times have we seen Ace Lee nail this 450 splash?
Could spell the end to Baudelaire here. 450. Nobody home. Baudelaire back to his feet. Grabs Lee. Northern Lights with the bridge. Baudelaire. And a kick out at 2 from Ace Lee.
Hey, listen. Giving Baudelaire all the credit in the world. That was highly impressive. Smelt danger. Finds a way to turn it around. And just like that, Brian Baudelaire finds his way back on top in this contest. Got this cravat on.
Well, and I think it says a lot about how well these two men do know each other. And Ace Lee back to that sleeper hold.
Trying to find the escape here. Baudelaire does. Wait a minute.
Roll up. Lead. Wait, his feet are on the ropes. His feet are on the ropes. But our official caught it. Thank goodness. Senior official here in Diamond Championship Wrestling, Daniel Fairley, catches the feet on the ropes and did not complete the count. Baudelaire tried to take the low road and win. Didn't happen. Ace Lee has his shoulders down. Wait, Lee's using the ropes, and he picks up the win.
Turnabout's fair play.
Unbelievable. Ace Lee literally pulling a page out of Brian Baudelaire's playbook.
Here is your winner. And still DCW Junior Heavyweight Champion, the Wild Card, Ace Lee.
The DCW Junior Heavyweight Championship's back where it belongs. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, look at me. Go. Now look at these football men signing on to become Old Spice men.
What now, Coach?
Training montage. Scrub!
I am horse.
You can't play in the NFL, but you can smell like it.
It's better than a great snack?
A century's worth of them. Sounds nuts, but it's not. It's nuts.com. Our family's been snacking for 100 years.
Scouring the globe for the juiciest fruit and greatest organic goodies. Chocolatizing everything from espresso beans to Swedish gummy bears. And crafting custom gifts they'll love to the last bite.
So go nuts. You've got a century of snacks to try.
Get 20% off and free shipping at nuts.com today.
Welcome back to Synergy. It's already been high-paced action, but things are about to get scary. I want to ask, is you cool? But I don't know how cool Hezi Bills is going to be as he's set to take on Aazil next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from West Memphis, Arkansas, he is the Groove, Hezi Bills.
The Groove is in the house, Spencer. Landon, is you cool?
Is you cool? You have to love the energy of Hezi Bills here at the Bullet on the Bayou. But as fun as this is, Landon, is Hezi Bills ready for the cult?
Can I just have one more minute of good times before all the lights go out and this place becomes a circle of hell?
Okay, yeah, let's have fun. All right, the Groove, Hezi Bills.
Now it's party time.
That's right. And you can tell the DCW fans love the Groove tonight here on Synergy.
Hezi Bills loves professional wrestling, loves partying, and he's bringing the party to the Bullet here tonight on Synergy.
And he's got more rhythm than the two of us combined.
No doubt about that. I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
Yeah, no, nobody would.
And his opponent.
Well, fun's over. Oh, boy. It seems to me, Landon, that Aazil's powers have had no problem being right at home in the new Bullet on the Bayou. My goodness. God.
Being followed by the cult. Hailing from the shadows, Aazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know that I can quite express to you what it feels like to be just inches away from this presence inside the Bullet. I mean, Spencer, do you feel that? The temperature just dropped like 30 degrees.
I was just about to say, we were asking earlier, is you cool? But that was because of the fun and the dance and the groove. Now the question is about, I think it's a chill in the air. Aazil alongside the Cult, Annabelle, Viral Lestrange, Maniac Max. Aazil has laid waste to everything in his path in Diamond Championship Wrestling.
Colder than an ice chest in Alaska.
An absolutely supernatural experience. And all we've been able to do, Landon, is look across the ring and pray for whoever's standing across from Aazil.
Yeah, I mean, Hezi Bills, just hold on. Aazil is a force in Diamond Championship Wrestling.
With his cult here at the Bullet. And those three have barely changed their emotion. It's like they're controlled, just like these lights, by a man from the shadows.
I mean, you look at the Colt and how they've just completely surrounded the ring here in the Bullet. I mean, this is as intimidating as it gets.
And the truth is, Landon, this is part of what makes Aazil so good, is that for so many of his opponents, the match is over before it ever starts.
He sees adjusting the lights again, like, I mean, intimidation off the charts. Hezi Bills, he doesn't look ready to party right now. And Oh my God, Aazil.
The moment the bell rung, immediately charges after Bills, who's able to get out of the way and gets a knee up. How about this? Hezi Bills taking it to Aazil.
He's fighting for his life.
Shoved off, but like a rabid dog, right back on Aazil with the splash in the corner. Landon, are you surprised?
This is about as much offense as we've seen anybody get in on Aazil as of yet, and Aazil, look, just shoves Hezi off. And
how does Aazil respond to the early fury? Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
It's the power game of Aazil.
Well, I mean, you see how the intensity Aazil's just laying in on Hezi Bills.
And Bills is no small man.
Certainly not.
And he just tossed the Groove halfway across the ring. Face first into the turnbuckle while the Colt looks on. The aggression from Aazil.
I mean, just another clubbing shot.
I think Hezi's early offense may have just ticked off the leader of the Colt.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last man I'd want to piss off.
Grabbing.
You call him a man?
Aazil?
I mean,
he's something much more than that, I think.
Damn
Landon.
Monster.
These lights still haven't stopped going.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Spencer. I mean, these things haven't stopped. And I mean, talk about the disorientation for Hezi Bills, these lights flickering in and out.
While he's getting choked out. But wait, Bills, just when I thought Aazil was bringing it into Hezi Bills tonight, he's back on his feet, trying to respond, trying to bounce back, but look at this again. Aazil using the power game.
It's like some supernatural ability.
But wait, Bills up and over, gets a back elbow. I don't think we've seen Aazil hit the mat yet. Ducks under. Here comes Bills. Wait for it. Can he get the Hurricanrana? He does, and it sends Aazil into the corner.
Looks perfect strategy from the Groove. Is Aazil cool?
The splash from Hezi Bills. Is he going to pull this thing off? Is Hezi Bills going to upset Aazil from the middle rope? No. The power. Did you see that?
It's like Aazil flicked the wrist and Hezi Bills comes crashing down. I mean, what the hell are we seeing right now?
And the choke slam by Aazil. Bills, thanks for coming.
Here is your winner, Aazil.
Supernatural. Hezi Bills put up one hell of a fight. But just like you said, it was almost like a snap of the fingers. Changed this whole thing. We'll see more DCW action coming up next.
T-Mobile introduces nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out with a new phone.
Well, isn't that something?
No, it's nothing.
Exactly.
What do we know about nothing?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You gotta give me something.
We are. It's nothing.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
They get it. It's nothing.
Okay, what stood out to you most about this ad?
Nothing.
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 Get a new phone. No taxes, no fees, no money down. Nothing. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
Well, I could feel the pull, everyone all around. When we're together, la la la. And now I'm feeling light as a feather.
Introducing first, from Mobile, Alabama, he is one half of the Lone Wolves, Travis Mason.
We want to welcome you back to the Bullet on the Bayou here in Bayou La Battery, Alabama. Synergy continues now with Travis Mason going solo tonight as one half of the Lone Wolves, Landon.
Yeah, Travis Mason going solo tonight. We know we've seen him alongside Lash LaFleur, but tonight traveling all by himself here to the Bullet to take on Mason Mosley. And so much unfinished business from the last time these guys met, Spencer.
That's absolutely right. You have to think about the Lone Wolves and how much they want to take tag team championship gold away from the Pillars of Pain. But tonight, singles action. Travis Mason, Mason Mosley, one-on-one as Travis Mason tries to get one back for the Lone Wolves.
And his opponent. Being accompanied to the ring by Leo Valentino. He is one half of the DCW Tag Team Champions, the Pillars of Pain. 1 in a million, Mason Mosley.
Landon, I know the very first thing that comes to mind, look at what we're seeing here. Travis Mason, truly a lone wolf tonight. But Mason Mosley does have the other half of the DCW Tag Team Champions, Leo Valentino, in his corner tonight. How do you think that fares for Travis Mason?
Look, the numbers game is going to get him every single time, and that's what makes the Pillars of Pain so dangerous. These men have made a career out of outsmarting their opponents. Tonight, they're looking like this is going to be a cakewalk, but do not underestimate how hungry Travis Mason is. This man could taste those DCW Tag Team Championships. It is so important that Mason pick up a victory here tonight so he can get right back to that opportunity.
And we are underway. Travis Mason, Mason Mosley here, and we will be looking out for that numbers game kind of this whole time, Landon. But Travis Mason, how big would it be for the Lone Wolves to get the win tonight?
They want it. They want it so bad to get right back up. You'd have to imagine this would equal another opportunity at those Tag Team Championships. Can he get the job done? Mosley turns things around on Mason. You have to think, Mason, a little bit of a size advantage here. You think maybe the power advantage would go over to Mason Mosley.
Yeah, listen, these two guys are jockeying for position here, and you're right. Travis Mason does have the power advantage, but here comes Mosley off the ropes, and there it is. Run straight into a shoulder from Travis Mason, and that's kind of what needs to happen. I think if you're Travis Mason, as he rolls through there, charging after nice arm drag from Travis Mason, back to his feet, and a drop kick, sending Mason Mosley into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, Mosley seemed like he was trying to keep up with the pace of Travis Mason.
Quick strikes there.
Mason one step ahead.
I think that's what makes Travis Mason with the bulldog out of the corner cover on Mosley and a kick out at 2. I think that's what makes Travis Mason such a challenge in that ring. He's got some power, he's got the reach advantage, but he's got some speed too, and that's proving to be difficult for Mason Mosley to keep up with early on.
1 in a million, trying to create some separation here. Gets whipped into the corner, and up and over goes Travis Mason. Let's see what Mosley has in store. How about a forearm from Travis?
Back into the ring, and very, very smart by Travis Mason. Ooh! How about that? Turns it around into that forearm cover. Leo Valentino quick to get on the apron there. I thought Travis Mason was maybe in some dangerous territory being on Leo Valentino's side of the ring, and he's already, that's the numbers game. Getting distracted, Leo Valentino paying dividends on the outside, and for the first time in this matchup, Mason Mosley gaining control.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Mason Mosley back on top. Leo Valentino sensed some danger for his partner. And now, well, Mason Mosley needs to stay on the attack here and not get too distracted by the fans here in the Bullet.
Whips Travis Mason across, goes for a drop kick of his own. Cover on Travis Mason, and Mosley now putting in the work on Travis Mason. What does he need to do to put Travis Mason away?
Yeah, I mean, if he could keep on the attack like this, And, well, he's trying to now take the breath right out of Travis Mason here with this crossface.
Well, and he's very smart keeping Travis Mason grounded as well.
Keeping him grounded, keeping him, well, wait a minute, turns this around here. Travis could have him here.
Our official very close there, right in position, making sure Mosley's shoulders were down. Only a 1 count there, and Mosley's able to get right back to his feet and regain control.
Another key to victory, Spencer, I think. We saw him earlier in the match. Mosley directed Travis Mason towards that corner, and you see he's doing it right now. He's forcing Travis Mason to look at Leo Valentino, keeping that in the back of his head. This is a numbers game. Make no mistake about it.
The fans here at the Bullet on the Bayou trying to get Travis Mason back into this thing. He does get back to his feet, but again, Mosley goes to the midsection, snapmare now, and right back on Travis Mason.
A little bit closer to Leo this time. This is exactly why the Pillars of Pain are the tag team champions. They draw it up. They spend hours strategizing, pulling up the game plan. And the thing is, it's one thing to go back there and draw it up on the chalkboard. It's another thing to execute. Pillars of Pain have proven that they can do that between those ropes.
Big left hand there from Mosley just when Travis Mason was making his way back to his feet. And again from the left side. Our official trying to get Mosley out of the corner there. But here he comes charging after Travis Mason, and a drop kick on Mason. Pulls him to the center of the ring. Both shoulders are down. Is it enough? No, a kick out at 2.
Yeah, you saw those shots to the midsection softening up Travis Mason. Is Mason Mosley, and now Travis, he's going to that corner, but again, Leo Valentino inches away.
More lefts from Mason Mosley, firmly in control of Travis Mason as he gets a splash, and here he goes trying again for a second one, but runs into a boot from Travis Mason now. Mason needs to work his way out of this corner. Elbow to Mosley, charging in a third time, right into the turnbuckle, and Travis Mason finally getting himself out of that corner.
Look at this reverse elbow, sends Mosley to the mat. Look at this, how about that hard forearm?
That's all Travis Mason needed, was a little bit of separation, and look how quick he wants to bring this pace. Cross-body, using his size against Mosley. Shoulders are up, no pinfall there, but Travis Mason working this match back in his favor.
And how smart was that from Mosley? Using his core, trying to make sure his shoulders didn't get down to the mat, even though clearly he's in a lot of pain.
Looks like he's going for that wolf cry.
Could have it right here.
And he nailed it. Travis Mason to pick up the win, and Leo Valentino stops it. And this thing's going to get thrown out. Leo Valentino didn't want to see Mason Mosley lose this matchup, and then he cost it's going to be a disqualification.
The winner of this match by disqualification, Travis Mason.
Sure, Travis Mason is the winner, but right now getting pummeled and mugged by the Pillars of Pain. But wait, Thaddeus Takeover Collins and Zamir Dixon. What a pair. What are they doing out here?
Talk about an unlikely duo.
But one that it seems like the DCW fans are loving to see, and they clear house and send the DCW Tag Team Champions out of here. How about that, Landon? Takeover, Thaddeus Takeover Collins and Zamir Dixon.
Clearly has some unfinished business with the Pillars of Pain.
Main event time coming up next, right around the corner.
This is Zach. He's a social media influencer. There's a lot young homeowners don't understand about the internet.
People just watch you watching videos?
Yeah, it's a reaction video.
Oh.
You must be good at reacting to videos.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Oh, this is me trying on hats.
Oh.
So you sell hats? No.
So you work for the thrift store?
I was just trying them on, film myself.
Why'd you do that?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
This is just you opening a box of sneakers.
Hey,
What's going on? I don't want to go back to school.
Oh, honey, you want to know something Grandma told me? Well, when I was nervous, she would make my hands nice and warm, make my hair just right. And if you ever need a kiss, take this one from me.
Should I give you one kiss?
Yeah, just one. On the bus. Bye.
Bye-bye.
At Blue Chew, we believe healthcare shouldn't be a hassle. That's why we make it easy to connect with licensed medical professionals online and have your prescriptions delivered straight to your door. Combining sildenafil and tadalafil for the body with a formulation targeting the mind. Both chewable and sublingual for fast-acting results. It's all online at bluechew.com.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Memphis, Tennessee, Live Wire, Bobby Ford.
Live Wire Bobby Ford with one hell of an opportunity in our main event, Landon.
It's high voltage time. Live Wire in the house here on Synergy. And look at the fans. They love Bobby Ford. He always delivers that electric energy in between those ropes. And you're exactly right, Spencer. He's got one hell of an opportunity against Crusher Catrell. Can Bobby Ford do the unthinkable and catapult himself into the main event scene here in Diamond Championship Wrestling?
You gotta love that moment. He always finds a way to find a young DCW fan, hand to them that headband of his, and that's a memory he'll have for life, right? What a great moment.
From Navarre, Florida, he is the Anomaly, Crusher Catrell.
Crusher Catrell earlier tonight seemed like he wanted to pick a fight with Andy V10 Hansen, but the moment he stepped in that ring and Andy Hansen might have had a chance to get the upper hand, Crusher Catrell hightailed it out of the Bullet.
And just as high energy as it was when Bobby Ford was out here, here comes Crusher Catrell. It's like he sucked all of the energy out of the Bullet, Spencer. Just listen to the fans here.
Well, he thinks and has always thought that DCW, the Diamond Mine, revolves around Crusher Catrell. You know, we talk about all the time DCW being the diamond standard of professional wrestling. Crusher Catrell thinks he is that standard and that no one else is on his level.
And look, the guy's got every natural God-given gift you can ask for to become a professional wrestler. But he knows it, and he believes it. Maybe a little too much. Crusher Catrell trying to ruin Andy Hansen and his celebration earlier tonight, our new Alabama heavyweight champion. And tonight he's trying to ruin the hopes and dreams of Live Wire Bobby Ford in our main event.
I think that's why Crusher Catrell has such a problem with Andy Hansen, because Hansen is calling out Crusher Catrell and his attitude.
Wait a minute.
Thought we were getting this matchup underway. But it looks like we're going to have some company.
Our Alabama heavyweight champion and DCW heavyweight champion Andy V10 Hansen getting a close look at this one, and it looks like we're going to be joined right here on commentary by the champ.
What a treat. Andy V10 Hansen joining us here at ringside for our main event, obviously wanting a closer look at Crusher Catrell, but you can tell Crusher Catrell not happy about it, Landon, as we do welcome in Andy Hansen here at ringside as this matchup is officially underway. Welcome. It looks like you want a closer look at Crusher Catrell.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Yeah, doing my homework, but most importantly, you know, I wanted to take a second shot at this. I've done commentary with you guys before. It was fun.
Well, and we're thrilled, obviously, Andy Hansen, to have you back here at the commentary table. But I do have to ask, what is your mood after how things kicked off on Synergy tonight versus Crusher Catrell? Earlier, he came out, interrupted sort of your moment as we were talking about how much the Alabama Heavyweight Championship meant to you. And, of course, as usual, Crusher Catrell comes out to ruin that moment for you.
Born in Talladega, Alabama. And obviously grew up in this state and knew how much I loved this state and its people. So as soon as I joined DCW and I met Scott, that was one of my top goals, was become the best wrestler in the state of Alabama. So achieving that is a monumental stepping stone for me in my professional career. I mean, it means so much to me.
Well, and congratulations. You know, well-earned DCW Heavyweight Champion and then Alabama Heavyweight Championship 20-minute Rumble. And I know it was you and Crusher in the final two. And listen, you earned that championship as well as anybody could. But why is he so hell-bent on taking it from you?
Well, Crusher's biggest weakness is probably his ego. He thinks he deserves everything, and he thinks he doesn't have to do much to get it. The problem is, in this business, and just like Alabama, everything is earned, nothing is given. You have to work your tail off. And we're not going to crown Crusher Catrell as the champion just because he walked in the building.
Well, listen, Crusher Catrell getting worked over a little bit by Bobby Ford right now in the early going of this matchup, but the spine buster on Livewire cover, that might be enough. Kick out at 2.
A lot of heart there by Livewire. That's a tough spine buster.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding. I mean, all of the weight. And look at these. Oh, my God. Looked like Bobby Ford might be knocked out. Those were hard forearms right to the temple. But listen, if anyone can withstand this assault, it's Bobby Ford. There's absolutely no quit in the Livewire.
No quit in the Livewire. He's always electric. He's always fighting. Crusher Catrell is always going to find a way to cut corners, though, so it's tough to watch.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again, Andy. Crusher Catrell has no rules. He doesn't play by anybody else's, whatever it takes to get it done. But you guys have such a long history. You guys know each other so well. It seems like you've been able to kind of meet him where he is and kind of take advantage, and that's why you're Alabama Heavyweight Champion right now.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, whether you're in the ring with Crusher or, you know, just it doesn't matter. When you're dealing with him, you really have to focus on yourself, being the best version of yourself, discipline, consistency, you know, all the things you've sacrificed for.
Crusher Catrell has Livewire Bobby Ford on the mat, but listen to this DCW crowd here, Landon.
The Bullet.
Getting Bobby Ford back on his feet.
The Bullet giving that energy right back to the Livewire, and Crusher Catrell slows the momentum with that reverse elbow. Could he have him here?
Kick out. There you go.
Yeah, listen, it makes a lot of sense, right? I know you're not rooting for Crusher Catrell in any way in this matchup. And how big of a deal would it be for Bobby Ford to get it done tonight?
It would mean a lot. I mean, Bobby Ford deserves it. Bobby Ford's been working his tail off. He's been here at DCW for a long time now. Had a lot of matches with a lot of great wrestlers. So, you know, I get angry just watching this match, to be honest with you, because of the way Crusher Catrell is trying to win. He's not a trained wrestler. He's more of like a brawler. And I also think about all the people he manipulates, like my friend Jack Passion.
Well, and we know Jack Passion is no longer here in DCW, mostly because of Crusher Catrell.
Yeah. I mean, Jack was such a good friend to me, a mentor, and Crusher took him down a path that unfortunately led to him not being on the roster anymore.
Yeah, I mean, earlier tonight we heard Crusher Catrell say that Jack Passion was more interested in getting some mentorship from Crusher and less from you, Andy.
Shoulders down there. Bobby Ford nearly steals one against Crusher Catrell. But you're absolutely right, Landon. That's the manipulation that Crusher Catrell continues to do and has done sort of his entire run here in DCW.
And it's not just one person. I mean, I used to be a tag team with Mason Mosley. He turned him against me. It's multiple people. It's almost become a thing now where people join the roster, and I have to warn them about Crusher Catrell and say, hey, there's this guy. He's talented. He's big. He's strong. He looks the part. But his ego, you know, he's just a narcissistic numbskull. And unfortunately, he's very convincing. I can't stand him.
Well, that speaks to you in the kind of locker room leader you are, the kind of champion you are to everybody in the Diamond Mine, Andy. I mean, you know, somebody's got to stand up to Crusher Catrell.
Thank you, guys.
Livewire Bobby Ford has really hung in there against Crusher Catrell. It's been impressive in this thing. Andy, I know that it's tough trying to keep your cool around Crusher Catrell. I don't know that you would have been any better in the locker room, so at least you're out here and can get a closer eye on things.
Yep. And here we go. Bobby, get him.
Shoulders down.
Bobby trying to surprise Crusher there, and look at this.
The most important thing is this guy just needs to be humbled.
Humble and Crusher Catrell I don't think has ever been used in the same sentence before until just now, Andy. Bobby Ford stays on his feet, and the neck breaker brings Catrell down. Bobby Ford trying to make his moment in our main event tonight.
Absolutely explosive. Can he keep the offense going?
Andy, you've been in there with Crusher Catrell time and time again. What does Bobby Ford need to do to try to get a win here?
He's got to keep Crusher down. He needs to find the energy. The Livewire needs to come alive right now and keep Crusher off his feet. Oh, no.
He's taking a lot of wear and tear. But wait, the Livewire may just be here in the Bullet. Big right hands from Bobby Ford on Crusher Catrell. Whips Catrell across, reversed. Bobby Ford, though, up onto the apron and hanging up Catrell on the top rope.
He's got him.
Wait a minute.
Moment of opportunity for Livewire.
This is it.
Could be looking for that high voltage right here.
No!
Oh, no!
Disaster for Bobby Ford and Crusher Catrell trying to take full advantage.
It's what Crusher Catrell does well, is take advantage. You have to be almost perfect against Catrell to get the job done.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He's got a lot of potential. He's a young man. He can be a star one day. I just wish he would focus on wrestling and not his ego. And
well, he wants so much more than just to be a good wrestler. He wants to embarrass everyone he's in the ring with.
He's not just trying to win. He's not just trying to win. He's trying to humiliate Bobby Ford. And that type of stuff, I can't respect it. I can't stand it.
This is not where Bobby Ford wants to be. Andy, what are you doing? Andy Hansen inserting himself. Had enough of looking at Crusher Catrell here from the announce table.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about it. It's just the disrespect after disrespect.
Wait, Bobby Ford.
Wait a minute.
O'Connor roll on Crusher Catrell. And Bobby Ford just stole one. Oh, my God.
Here is your winner, Livewire Bobby Ford.
Crusher Catrell had his attention on the Alabama heavyweight champion, and it cost him. Livewire Bobby Ford beats Crusher Catrell in our main event tonight.
And the Bullet just came unglued.
Unbelievable moment. And as angry as Andy beat Dan Hansen was, we will see you next week as Andy Hansen gets one over on Crusher Catrell tonight on Synergy.